The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Kickoff return for a touchdown.
Tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Lady!
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Hey. Three down.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 27, back to return.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Kickoff return, 9 yards.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Even. 4 down.
Now Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Prescott now from the 50. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Gun.
Hey.
Gun.
First down, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And that one results in 35 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott taking it in. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
25, check 25, check 25. Come on, D.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
368! 368!
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Ice.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw.
Watch twist.
And incomplete here on 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Lady! Green 18! You go on the ball!
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton, and Eifert has it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And now it's 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Hey, boys, we got 4.
Lady!
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Ice.
Play action here with Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Regular.
Dalton off play action. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals are in for 6. Now Bullock to add the extra point.
Touchdown. You got 2.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Prescott looks to throw on first. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the
Give me the ball.
And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
Vontez Burfict, the one to get him down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is...
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Here we go. Wide in.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is... Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Prescott from the gun. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
Hey.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Lady! Lady!
Hey. We got three. Three down.
Ice.
48.
Heavy.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Lady! Green 18!
Play fake. Here's Dalton. Steps away. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jalen Smith in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Ball's going to 83. I got trips this side. We got three.
Hey, get ready for something coming left.
Take four.
Dalton here from the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And out now come the Cowboys. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Four down.
Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Escape the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
That's how you come back right there, player.
An 80-yard touchdown.
Working on that stick work. Good shit. Good shit.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your
He does not want to do that again. I know he's looking for the same play.
but they have to be careful.
No, he's looking for the same play.
Fairly easy last time. They can't expect that.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you, sir. Christmas came early this month, this year.
That's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down to the hands of the wrong team.
Thank you, sir.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Come on, I see a dot.
Downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out
I
of
see a dot.
quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a man.
And there it is.
And he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals have broken our ties. They take
Something nasty with these damn Bengals now.
bullet good on the extra point.
I don't know nothing about them. Except for Carrot Top.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a one-play drive where you throw an interception.
Oh, man.
The very next time out, run the football. Don't give him a chance.
That nigga's jumping off the gut.
Maybe the play action, show your quarterback a little confidence in him and let him fling another one.
Elliott. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Give him 12 yards on that one and earns him a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First down carry by Elliott.
Oh, he should have kept that to the outside.
To the 2-minute warning. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. On second down, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Trey Kirkpatrick, the cornerback, up to make the stop. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that. 2nd and goal.
To me, that's a terrific run. First and goal with a threat. You got 2 yards, I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. It's a keeper with Prescott, and I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him in the 1. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They come out here to the eye. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And forthcoming a field
Huge
goal
goal
try
line
for the
stand there.
Cowboys. From the right hash and a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Okay, he left me just enough time.
If you get all the way down to the 1 yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but as head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I said go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away their confidence.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up first and 10.
368. 2 by 2. Move.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. And Green with a catch left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
We're good. Lady, green 18. Ice.
Switch up.
Heavy.
Under 10. 10.
Regular. 52-44. Get ready for 57 over there.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6.
And that's a dot, my friend.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. A give to Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. Power running. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Now the try here for the point after. Extra point right down the middle. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a play fake here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
Such a bum. J.R. Rodriguez, you, sir, are a bum. Ba-bum, bum, big bum, boy. That's going to kill his ass. If he keep letting computer tackle my ass, it's going to cost him.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
We lost. Oh, that.
And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he can get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Knew his first step was going to be back, so. After you smack a nigga on a block like that, they going to automatically assume your very next play going to be a pass. Counter thinking them boys how you be in the passing lane.
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
48, Mike, 48. We're good. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
They toss to Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Heavy. Boy, I know you felt that one. Heavy.
Hey, get ready for something coming left.
Now a toss play to Bernard. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
368! 368!
Lay down.
They'll run. This is Bernard. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
On
They opt to go for it, and they get it. First and goal after a pickup of 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's going to get it running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here's Dalton, eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. In for the score. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
46.
On first and 10, Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
46.
Play action now. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Cooper was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On second down, Prescott again. And this is going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's third down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1-0 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Vontaze Burfict coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes.
Prescott, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Flush to his right. He finds Ross. Right side, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
368! There you go, 368!
Dalton sets up play action. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. For the Bengals. And even 50 yards. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A second down throw for Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Looking for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Prescott now. And that will be incomplete as well. The linebacker, Preston Brown, there to knock that one away.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the out route. He tried to sell it hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass?
Now Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Prescott to throw it, and this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup from 10 yards out, and the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That's it, baby.
Number 25 is there for a catch. No gain.
Watch tight end. We got three, fellas.
Lead! Lead!
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
368! Here you go, 368!
Play action here with Dalton. Forced out to his left. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Tight end's right.
Lead! Lead!
3 down.
Here you go, can!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we're going to mic the 48 right now.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
5-0.
Oh, passing it. Dalton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Lead!
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
And as he sees the play clock ticking down, Marvin Lewis decides to call a timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Check.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44. Here you go.
48, Mike, 48.
368! Heads up!
4th down. Dalton wants to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
Nice pick.
You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15.